Okay. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. If it's bad, we could go next.
2. Officer. In the morning on May 6, 2022, officers in Rock County, Wisconsin were alerted about a hit-and-run incident. Police reports indicate that a white pickup truck collided into a Volkswagen Golf, pushing them off of the road. Images from the victim vehicle shows the damage caused, resulting in an estimated $9,000 repair that was determined to be a totaled vehicle, according to statements made by the victims on social media. After collecting statements from the crash victims, officers inquired nearby businesses about security footage that may have captured the incident. They were in luck. One business provided 2 angles that were able to capture the scene. Using Google Earth and visual references from the security camera, we were able to estimate their speed over the course of this 15-second interaction. At the beginning of their visual, both vehicles appear to be so close together it is difficult to tell that there's 2 of them. According to the police report, the occupants of the Volkswagen said they attempted to pass the truck in a passing area, but the truck continued to match their speed and refused to let them in, causing them to go into the oncoming lane of traffic. The truck continued until eventually making contact and causing the accident before fleeing the scene. Notably, the police report states that the Volkswagen narrowly missed this tree on the opposite side of this building at what we estimate to be around 55 miles an hour, possibly evading death. In our review, the statement made by the victim vehicle is mostly true, as the speeds and positions of both vehicles support their claim. However, based on satellite imagery, they were not in a passing zone at the time, having just passed that area before the incident. These merging lanes prior to what is captured on video may have been the initial point of frustration between the drivers, as is noted by commenters on Facebook. Having obtained visual of the truck, the police department shared this post asking the public for help in finding the culprit. The Facebook post proved successful, as the report notes 2 individuals, one anonymous source and one apparent acquaintance of the truck driver, reached out to police. The acquaintance even called the driver out directly in the Facebook post themselves. The anonymous source shared that they knew.
Well, I mean, it was obvious because of the speeds that, I mean, they're both fuckheads. Like, even then, they're going way too fast. It's not like somebody can speed for you. If you're going 45 and you were to pass somebody, right? You're not gonna justify going fucking 30 miles an hour faster to pass them. If it's not gonna let you pass, you go, okay, this guy's being a fucker. Then I'm gonna retract. You don't fucking keep going up and oh my god, he's touching my speed, I'm gonna keep going faster. Like, you're a mess.
Jason Erdman and his truck through Jason's moving businesses. The source shared images of the truck's license plate, and when the investigators looked it up, they found it was reported stolen. The source also shared that Jason told them, quote, "I don't think I hit him, maybe I did," before indicating that he was gonna leave town for a couple weeks. Investigators then visited Jason's address, a business he's associated with, and the address of Jason's family members, who could not provide Jason's location. The report indicates that Jason himself called dispatch operators and questioned them on why law enforcement was trying to contact him. During those calls, Jason refused to share his location. It was the following day that Jason's acquaintance reached out to police to provide more information, claiming Jason drives in an extremely aggressive manner, cutting off people frequently. Apparent strangers from Facebook recognized the same truck in the area as well, which is allegedly notorious for driving erratically. When the acquaintance went to tag Jason in the department's Facebook post, he noted that Jason changed his last name on Facebook and wasn't sure why. Officers called Jason's number on that day as well.
Jason, this is Deputy DeBoer. I'm with the Rock County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
I'm looking to speak with you regarding an incident that happened yesterday and talk about it a little bit further. Where are you right now?
Talk about what?
So we have...
I know you guys have been harassing my family about it.
Okay.
I was calling you guys last night. I never got a call back.
There was a hit and run yesterday, and we had a couple people call in and say that you may be the individual that was involved.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't in an accident yesterday or anything like that. I came home, did alignment on my truck. My truck's literally sitting in front of me.
Where are you at now?
I'm way up north by xQc.
When are you going to be back in town?
Probably Monday.
Are you okay if I set up a time to meet with you on Monday when you get back?
Yeah, y'all can come and take a look at the truck, but if you guys want to imply that I was in an accident, then you're going to be speaking to my attorney. There's no damage to the truck other than what my guys have done to the truck. I run a moving company.
where are you in Nakusa then?
I'm just, okay, what are you looking for from me here?
To either put this thing to rest that you weren't the one that was involved, or to verify, I would like to send a deputy from the agency up there to just go take photos of your truck and document any damage that there may be to it. Based on the accident and the video footage that I have, I know where the damage is going to be. If it's not you, then that's part of the investigation, and I was told yesterday that you were not giving your location out, and that's why I'm contacting your family.
That's kind of ironic when nobody called me.
Well, they said that when dispatch talked to you, you wouldn't give your location out. But we're still doing an investigation, so we...
That's fine.
Okay, so where are you at right now?
I'm up north right now, and on Monday, after I contact my attorney, then you guys can come out and take a look at the truck. Because I understand what you're trying to do. I was not in no accident. I'm not going to have you guys try and paint me into a corner here. I understand you got to do what you got to do, but...
So that's the part that I'm not totally understanding is I have a photo of the vehicle that I'm looking for, and
Right.
I
thought
if
you
it's
guys
not
did
if
too. I
it
saw that too. It looks just like my truck. However, my truck has chrome rims. Those
Okay.
rims on that picture are black. I see plenty of people driving trucks that are white dudes. I understand what you're trying to do. I did see the picture.
I'm doing an investigation with the leads that I have. So I mean,
Right, and I get it. I understand that. But
Chad, at this point, can they ask him like you have to check in with an officer and because they're like probable cause, whatever, or not?
I also understand my rights.
and that is your right, sir. So I will talk to you on Monday.
2 days later, Jason agreed to let officers observe his truck at his address.
Hi, Jason. I'm Deputy Boyer, Rock County Sheriff's Office.
guys are
Deputy
cooked,
Adams. Here to talk to you. Just take pictures of the truck, take a look at things. So
There you go.
Yeah.
I was camping all weekend. Take your pictures.
takes pictures.
Answer any questions.
You're not answering any questions.
I'm talking to my attorney about that one.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you just so I can verify?
Yes, yep. No, I was camping all weekend. Really, my only frustration just comes from the fact that you guys harassed my family for 2 days straight before contacting me. But truck's right there, so take pictures. Do what you gotta do.
So we go through leads that we get.
Oh, I saw
and
the
we
Facebook page.
Yeah,
I
and
follow
we
you guys'
eliminate them, and we don't.
Facebook.
I mean, we follow leads, and if they're not legitimate,
that's
then
fine. I don't have a problem with any of that. I know you guys gotta do what you gotta do. We're on the same boat, but
That's why we're here.
I was harassed. Well, not me. My family was harassed for 2 days.
well, we got to try to. I mean,
My
we
family
got to
was
branch
harassed
out
for
and
2 days
talk.
and
It's
nobody
not
called me.
harassment.
Because if I just call you and
My
talk,
sister in Connecticut.
I have somebody who just answered the
sister
phone.
in
Go ahead.
Connecticut.
who's that car registered to? It's registered to your sister in Connecticut and you, and it's expired in 2020. I ran it when I drove by. So if you want to argue that issue,
I'm not arguing. I'm trying to
found
figure
a
out why
name
nobody
on this
contacted me.
vehicle, and I tried to contact it. That's all there was to it.
Well, I'm just confused on why nobody tried calling me.
We were trying to attempt to contact you,
There's a female
and then
that's coming
seeing
to the
contacting
door. Sounds
family
like she was
might have a
speaking.
good phone number for you, or
have my phone
find out where you're at, or hey, where can we meet with you? And that's not
These guys
harassment.
cooked him.
It's attempting to make contact to
I'm
you.
just kind
with your-
of caught off guard because the
Right.
fact that my sister
I'm pretty sure
gave
you're-
me all of my information,
Right.
all of it, and I still
pretty-
didn't get a call.
Okay.
I called Rock County after y'all called me.
When was that?
I called Rock County on Friday. Was it Friday night after my sister
Chad,
called me?
Might have been Friday.
Unfortunately, Chad, I feel like there's a way could have gotten away with this at this point. No.
No, I wasn't working.
I think you'd said that. Oh, I'm up north. And then you told the deputy when they asked, well, where can we meet you? We'll send somebody out there to take photos of your vehicle.
that's not what they said.
You told whoever it was you talked to that you're not going to tell them where you're at.
That's actually false.
Okay, then where are you at?
Guys, they didn't have a warrant or probable cause or anything for the car, right? So they had to wait till Monday. What if the guy kept going up on her and then parked the car in some friend's garage or some shit like that? And he said, well, the car's not even his. It's registered to somebody else. How are they going to recover the car? They don't even know whose car it is or whatever.
Camping.
Where?
And my physical address was right here, and I said.
All right, then where were you camping
So
at?
they asked me for my address or my parents' address. I gave that to them.
Right. Okay. So where are you camping at?
Multiple places. Nakusa.
Okay, where at?
Nakusa.
Right. Where at Nakusa?
You don't need an address.
When did
Okay.
you head up there?
This is
I left Friday afternoon.
what time Friday?
Any more questions will go through my attorney.
That's rather odd.
That's fine. Truck's right here.
Right.
As you can
Then
see.
I mean, I assume you already talked to your attorney, right?
And he said it was okay for you guys to take
Then I'm
pictures.
pretty sure you also
you
explained
got the
that
car
contacting
fixed,
your
yeah,
family
of
is not
course.
harassment.
You can take pictures of the truck.
And Jason, I also I have former employees of yours calling me, telling me that
There's
you drive
no
aggressively,
way
so I'm
the car doesn't have
following
signs
whether it's you
of
or
tampering.
not. I got to look at it further, and if you can give me where you traveled, I can eliminate you as a suspect. But that's what I'm saying. I have a vehicle that looks a lot like yours.
Right. I understand that. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Because, after you guys said that, you can go on Facebook. Your guys' page shows everything.
No, I know. And, some people contacted us and said it could be this guy, and we follow the lead, and if it's not, it's not, and if it is, it is.
I don't have a problem you guys doing that. You can take pictures of the truck, but it was the lack of communication on you guys' part trying to call me. You can laugh all you want.
A lack of communication on our part trying to call you?
Here, but taking pictures. That right there, that bashed-in corner came from the cab corner of the trailer last year in Washington. Hey, if you guys know anybody that's looking for a car, parking it out.
This one in the street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, motor's blowing on it.
He does have some damage down here. Are you denying that you were involved in this hit and run that you saw on Facebook?
With my attorney.
You can't say no?
I've been very clear about my stance on this.
The far majority of the public doesn't take a stance like that, that's all.
That's fine, but I know what you're fishing for. And I
Fishing
understand
for
my
what?
truck looks similar to the one you guys posted on your Facebook page.
Like Deputy Debo said, we'll do an investigation
I was
and then...
involved in an accident.
No, I asked you. I just asked you if you're going to deny that you were in it.
I
That's
was
all.
not in any accidents, if that answers your question. Anything other than that, you will be talking to my attorney.
Well, if you wanted to see about the photo...
He is answering questions. You guys keep saying it. You have to talk to my attorney. They ask different ways, and he keeps answering it.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Okay. Well, just get the plate of the camper, and maybe I'll have that on record for the campgrounds or something like that. Then come back and ask.
It's all right. I'm not gonna push it any further today.
Thanks, Jason. You have any questions for us? Okay, thank you.
Officers continued to investigate security and traffic footage to uncover Jason's whereabouts. They discovered Jason's truck traveling in areas that could put him at the scene of the crash. Most importantly, officers were able to obtain license plate information from certain images to confirm it was the same truck. However, those images also showed that Jason had at some point changed out identifying parts of his vehicle, notably changing his gold bumper into a chrome one, where most of the damage from the crash would have been sustained. This information gave officers enough probable cause for a search warrant. Nearly a week after the crash, officers returned back to Jason's address to follow through with the warrant.
Let's roll up on it.
It's not like he had to bring the car back home. There was no official investigation, or they didn't tell him to do that. It wouldn't have been tampering if it wasn't evidence at the time.
Hello. I'm gonna have you come back down to the car here with me, okay?
All right. Something to help you with?
Yeah, Detective Bureau's gonna explain that here. Go ahead and just rest your butt right down on the hood of the car there. Put the phone in your pocket if you would, please.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason.
I'm
Bo Douglas. I'm a detective with the Sheriff's Office, okay? The reason why we're here is I just want to explain to that, okay? Is there anybody else at the house currently?
Just my pets.
Just your pets? Okay. So we have a search warrant for the residence, specifically your truck, your camera equipment, and your cell phone. That is this right here, okay? But I want to explain this to you just so you have an understanding, okay? We know there's this hit and run crash that occurred on 14, and I know this truck's involved. We're going to examine it further for that. Okay, the situation is this. There was no injury. We know what occurred there. We know what the other driver was doing. We know everything about that.
The officer is likely not just referring to the other driver passing in a no-passing zone, but also highlighting that the driver was charged with driving on a suspended license, an offense they have committed 9 times in less than 3 years, according to court records.
The problem is we either got to get in front of this, you got to get in front of this,
9?
and go from there, or it gets to be dragged out a lot longer.
I understand.
And we think about the totality of the situation. It's not just your involvement, it's their involvement, and all that gets worked out in court. But we got to have the cooperation and the honesty. There's more than 5 cameras that saw this truck all the way past North Wash. We know you have cameras here. We had multiple people call in about your vehicle, and that's where we're at today. We're looking for cooperation. If you're willing to do that, we can sit down and talk and do that.
Sounds like I have my attorney present.
You want your attorney present?
I would prefer that.
And who is that?
Well, he texted me his information here just last week. He got me off guard.
Okay.
Scott McCarthy.
Scott McCarthy? Okay. What we can do, is that your cell phone?
Yeah.
Can I take that out? Thank you. So that's part of what we have right here in this warrant. We're going to take the truck, then we're going to grab your surveillance equipment, and we're going to look for any car parts associated with that truck in this house. Okay? All that will be left on this search warrant copy. It'll be left in your residence.
When do I get my truck back?
It has to be processed, so I don't know. There's no time frame. We're going to get a search warrant for it once it leaves here, and then we'll go that route if that's how you want to run it. So.
I forgot my attorney present.
Okay, I understand, and that's certainly your right. We can
yeah,
set something up for you.
They remove the parts and you sign the damage under.
Sheriff's office with your attorney if you want to talk. But like I said, this is the route it's going to go, and we're at this point with taking this truck and going from there.
Can I sit down with you in private?
Sure.
Will that be fine?
If you want to talk in a squad, we can do that.
Can we go inside and talk?
We haven't been through the house to make sure there's nothing in
guy.
there.
This guy's the yet final boss.
How about this? If we're able to clear the house real quick, then we can sit down and talk in there.
Sit in the garage.
Okay, let's do that. I didn't want to make a big
He's
deal
gonna
for
go
all
yap.
the neighbors. I mean, you live here. This is your place. But there's obviously questions I have for you. And if, like you said, you're not under arrest. This is a warrant for the truck.
I understand that. I'll admit to it.
We can go in and clear it quick.
Okay. Thing was, is I didn't hit anybody. That's the thing this reason why I was there, yes. I'll admit to it. I didn't hit anybody. It wasn't a road rage incident. When I was going down that road, somebody was turning right.
I'm going to give you this back quick. We're going to go in and just make sure nobody else is inside.
That's fine.
Okay.
Nobody else is inside, right?
Dog's friendly?
Should be. I can't say too many people go in there without me there, so.
Fair enough. What kind of dog is it?
Doberman.
Doberman?
Is there two?
A cat.
Just a cat? One
Cat might be more vicious.
That's the one we gotta watch.
Funny, bro.
Sheriff's office, anybody inside?
Officers searched the residence but found nothing of interest.
Hey, puppy.
Outside of a Doberman who seemed interested in helping them find whatever they were looking for.
So I'm on 14, coming out of the intersection, and I knew that it went down to 1. So there was a car up there that was about to turn. That's when the car come flying up around me, because it's a no passing zone right there.
Man,
Jason
imagine the
reasons
lawyer
that
watching
an
this.
uninvolved vehicle turning in front of him caused him to unknowingly sway towards the illegally passing Volkswagen into the gravel on the opposite side of the road. However, the security footage shows no vehicle in front of Jason's truck turning right.
I'm not expecting that.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting a car there. At that point in time, I saw them hit the gravel, and then by the time I turned back right, they were already sideways, right in front of me. So I hit the brakes. So that's why there's no damage to my truck, because I never physically hit them. I hit the brakes, they turned sideways, darted across the road, down into the ditch, they missed the tree, and then I saw them turn left and stop right there. Not stopping, I'm leaving, because that was bullshit. That's why I was freaking out, not wanting to say anything, because it's like, I didn't physically hit anybody, but the way it all kind of accumulated, it looks really bad. There was no road rage incident. I wasn't angry by no means.
Right.
I literally just filled up my LP tank to go camping for the weekend. And then I had to get home, get the camper ready, and hook up to go get my daughter. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. When I saw that, I'm like, yeah, in my mind, these people, they want to drive like...
I mean, he's locking himself into a story that, like, this solidifies one line, and now the lawyer can't even maneuver around any of this shit.
So that's why I just...
Fuck is Borg gonna
There's no
do?
basement, right?
No, you're looking at it.
Okay.
That's why I just went home.
So the driver itself said there was 2 different impacts with your vehicle.
You have the vehicle right there.
All right. Is that the same bumper that was on it that day? Okay. When did you replace the gold bumper that you had on it?
That was...
4304 resident secured 904.
It's been a while.
Like
Right.
how long?
Even Davis has been
Again, if you changed it after the fact, we want to know about it now because we're going to find out.
Right.
We have a date of when this truck had a gold bumper on it.
Right.
I know a date. I have pictures of it. Proof.
Right, I hear you.
So.
You kind of have to I love how some of these guys are so brain dead that they think that nah, I have some maneuverability here, they won't find it. Bro, forensic evidence and the way they're gonna analyze the parts, bro, bro, you're cooked.
Changed
Just
last
stop
weekend.
it. Bro, they can find that some fucking rock was to a bird eating it 6,000 million years ago, okay, when the earth was created, and they don't think they're gonna figure out what happened to your bumper? Come on, bro, please.
I pulled the bumper off my 08 that I have.
Okay, and that's that one there?
Yeah.
Okay, where is the gold bumper at?
It's in my camper.
Okay.
Yep. And the reason I did that is because it does have damage on it from previous hits and bumps. You can see it.
Okay.
It has yellow paint on it from hitting a bumper because of the guys. And I was scared that, like, okay, well, the second that you guys see that, it's just going to be boom, boom, boom. Blame me. It's all me. It's all me.
That's even worse, though. Now that's...
I'm panicking. I'm freaking out. So I just swapped it. But yes, I do have it.
Well, this guy's stacking on himself.
Crash with no loss of life or anything like that, okay? But you're doing good with getting past this because that's what's best for you. The cover-up part of it, I'm just telling you, is the problem that gets people in these hit-and-run cases.
That's why I'm trying to be honest with you.
Right. I know you said you
were...
were...
Well, now the lawyer can not even deny that this guy didn't know it was a hit and run because that person solidifies intention, right? And tampering. This is GG.
Well, I was up north.
But at the specific time of this crash, you weren't.
So, right, but nobody asked me specifically.
Exactly.
And I get that. I get it. But that's why I'm trying to be honest with you because that makes me feel like...
Yes.
I feel like you're not trying to badger me right now.
No, and one thing is all this gets worked out through the court process and not necessarily you or I, at this time. So you switched out the bumper. What other parts did you switch out, or
again,
was that it?
Yeah, actually, this is a good point. The other guy was in the wrong. The other guy was initially in the wrong, right? It's what you do after somebody that does something wrong that can make you more wrong. The guy, this is like attempted murder, literally. This makes him a lot more wrong. Doesn't matter what people do that are wrong. If you do something that's wronger, it doesn't make it okay.
I mean, I'll even show you. Like, you can see it. All right. I'm not worried about it. And I'll show you what I was talking about, like what I was fearful over.
Ooh. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I see it there. Ooh, now I gotta clear that.
What?
Yellow paint and everything. A few weeks ago, they ran into one of those yellow gas station bumpers.
Right.
And that was
what is brother doing?
This is the 08, or this is the new stuff from last Friday.
I don't believe I made contact with him. Like, it was to the point where I hit the brakes and then I literally hit the brakes.
Are those like anti-light? Like, can you see from the outside? Because technically, they could have had this from plain sight.
As soon as he cut across.
Okay. Is it something where you might not necessarily feel it?
It's a dually pickup truck, so it has a very solid stance. But
right, the car on the right, you said that was turning on the crossroad. Describe that car to me?
It was so far ahead of me. That's the last thing on my mind. I just know that there was a car a ways ahead.
Yeah, I know that one. I'm just saying.
As I was coming up, I saw them had their blinker on. They were turning right, so I went to veer out to the left to go around them. There was no coming traffic, so I only went over about maybe 3 feet-ish.
Okay.
It could have been more.
And they hooked right. Why?
Because there was an intersection right there, and they were in the gravel at that point in time.
Okay. Obviously, yeah, like you said, we know it's a double yellow. We know nobody should be passing there. Right. There was video at Thiele's that actually captures the whole incident.
Right.
I don't recall a vehicle turning right onto F. That would have been...
There was a car there turning right.
Was there any kind of beef between you and that VW at the intersection?
No, because like when I come out of that intersection, there was a car right next to me. I was in the right lane, and I was actually going to go slow anyways, and then they were going slower, so I sped up to go around them. Just had more pace than them, I guess. And then at that point in time, I just did the speed limit, and I was going down the road.
Do you think that upset him, of why you snuck by him right there at the 2-to-1 lane? What we'll do today, I appreciate your honesty and cooperation. That's going to help you in the long run. Like you said, it's the best for you.
That will not help you in the long run.
Probation or anything like that? No, okay. We still have to take the bumper and probably the truck for a little bit.
That's my only means of transportation.
I understand, and I want to work with you on that. If you allow us to download the phone, we can work with you on that as well.
Well, that one I'm going to go through my attorney on. This privacy. I got personal information on there.
Okay, and that would be just a search warrant then is all we would do for that. We're going to gather the parts and probably the truck and the security system here. Okay.
When it comes down to sentencing, you'll be guilty, but sentencing will take this into account. Yeah, they'll take this into account for sure. But you can also see when somebody like starts with something and tests his wiggle room, goes another place, tests his wiggle room, goes another place, then he's like, okay, yeah, now it's this or whatever, right? Like, it's not like the guy was there willingly and was cooperating from the get-go. The guy tried everything by himself and probably felt like he was confident enough to do it by himself, whatever, right? But it's
my plan for you is
not,
there
it's
will
not
be
like
charges
it was
associated
it's out of
to
good,
your
his
involvement.
goodwill.
I understand what
That's
you're
dumb that
explaining
you
to
think
me,
that.
but I can book and release you on those charges today. I have to take you to the facility though at the jail, and we'll book and release you on those. That passenger, I don't know if you saw that oak tree, but it's very close to where that car went through that ditch in front of Todd Thiele's. She just had some injuries to her lower body. The vehicle I can work with, it'll be held by the DA's request. So if they want it held for a period of time, it'll be held.
It's my main work vehicle.
I completely get it, and that's why we just want the cooperation that can help you go that route.
And my biggest fear is just the truck for work, and then my daughter.
Is she here, or is she
No,
part-time, come here the weekend?
Well, I pick her up every Friday until Monday.
Okay.
That's my only transportation.
If you consent, or if we can get a warrant done in the next 5 to 6 days, maybe the DA is willing to release it.
Go through it, do what you got to do, but
Okay.
I need that truck back. If I don't, if that truck
And I
doesn't
don't
work,
want to hinder your work. It's just that this is
dude, like I'm already going through bankruptcy, so if I miss out on any more work.
Yeah, well, I mean, bro, don't try to kill people on the road. Like, I don't know what to tell you, little buddy.
It's stressful for you. I get it.
If it's gone for even a week, it puts me out of business.
I'll make some phone calls on that. I'll try and work with you on that. I can't say for sure one way or another at this point right now, but with the cooperation that you're willing to provide, we may be able to go with that and return it to you.
I need my truck.
We'll talk. Our supervisor should be coming out here, so.
That's honestly my biggest fear right now is not having a vehicle. I've had this placement with my daughter's mom for going on 7 years, and I've never missed a pickup or drop off. So
right. We're not trying to make things any worse than what you got. It's like I said, you're moving forward from today. From this, you can move. You can start
Bro,
to
you'd
move
be
past
fine,
this.
man.
But we'll move this out, and then
Still,
I'll
the
have you
trailer,
put
the
your,
truck, the dirt bike, the
ATV
quad,
back in,
I mean,
or
maybe the
three-wheeler
house,
back in.
rent a place, whatever, get back on his feet, then get him working on another place. Hey, bro, this guy's
talked to the
chilling.
boss.
This guy's
He's under the same assumption it's going to have to go through the
Come on,
DA's
bro.
office, okay? All I could tell you on the truck is that we'll do our due diligence to try and get this done as quick as possible. Then we can work on getting it back once the DA gets that request. Right now, you'll be placed under arrest for the reckless and endangering safety for the 2 occupants and the hit and run causing injury. I'm not worried about the obstructing or anything like that from the prior contact.
When can I expect to get my phone back then too?
Between you and I, my first priority is to get your search warrant done on your truck. Any other questions?
Timeline on that?
I should have your phone downloaded sometime next week. I mean, tomorrow, my focus is on your truck tomorrow. This will be a book and release. You'll just get a court date. I mean, I could hold you in jail, but I'm not going.
I know. So I just trying to make sure, like with the business, like
if there's a way that you can figure something out for a few days.
They should help, at least with a rental car. Well, I disagree, brother. Like, bro, I see how in some cases, if some guy is like unlucky and he wasn't the main culprit of this shit, whatever, but they have to check his thing for evidence, I guess that they could accommodate. Brother, this guy almost killed somebody, and that person was injured in the lower body. What if they can't go to work or whatever? Bro, you'd want the fucking people to help them, not this fucking dumbass. Like,
Next
it's
week,
ridiculous.
and then,
Like, come on, bro.
I'll obviously run it by.
It's ridiculous.
That's the issue. No, I don't have another truck or anybody that has a truck that I could use to pull trailers for work.
Don't use your fucking
unfortunately,
work
that's
truck
where
to
we're
kill
at.
people in your trailer. I think.
Get some cuffs.
I do.
I'll just put them on in front. I'm not.
Have them pull in the driveway and do it.
Yep.
Tell you what, you're not going to cause me any problems, right?
Let's walk.
No, I feel like I've been more cooperative this whole time.
Obviously, you've been, sounds like mostly cooperative with us today, so, you know, I don't need to parade you in front of all
The
your
main
people.
culprit, he was though.
You shut my garage door and then just come out the back of the garage. For me, please.
Yes, he absolutely was. What is wrong with you? Are you good?
Oh, we'll get the seat back for you here.
Alright, real discreet.
Guy passed him in a no pass zone. You're gonna maybe, bro. I don't think you even drive it. This guy would be the constant in this instance. Yes, he's on the road going 47. Okay, he is a constant. The eyes of everybody else, he will be the same traveling speed the whole time, and people see that. The guy that's behind him does some dumbass shit by passing in a no pass zone. Yes, so if this guy remains the constant that he's already doing, which is there's nothing to be done at that point, right? What can you do? What can you do? Just do what you're currently doing. There's nothing that you can do, right? Guy passes him, and then the guy fucking swerves left with him, speeds up with him, makes a mistake with, and there's all that, and then runs him off the road, and then hits and run, and you think it's not at fault? You're crazy. Like, what world do you live in?
A copy.
You don't
of
have to do
search
any of
warrant
that.
will be left on your, probably on your refrigerator, okay?
Okay.
And then I'll try and be in contact with you if we can get that stuff out to you.
All right, thank you.
All right?
Is it cool enough?
Yeah, we're good.
No, the other driver should not be held accountable for that.
Let them know that my gun is next to my bedside. That just shouldn't be an issue. It's not loaded.
Okay.
It's a short barrel shotgun. It's not loaded. It's not loaded. It's a short barrel.
Okay.
I just there's been a lot of strange cars driving by this last week.
Okay.
Ever since my name was posted on the Facebook page, I've had some weird traffic. 2 vehicles that were recording as they went by. Not cops. That's on the camcorders too, and I could point that out to you, but it's just a little fishy. So
Yeah, Aiden, true. But on top of that, if the guy's in no pass zone and he's getting passed, he's not the one doing a maneuver. He's reacting to a maneuver. He's intentionally doing that. He has no reason to go into the other lane. If he's not, he wasn't passing. The other guy, I think the other guy said, the guy's making a mistake. It's a deliberate mistake of, yeah, I'm going left, whatever. What's his excuse? There's nobody in front of him. Why is he going left?
Oh.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Hey, Jason. I talked to you for a minute. There's one question I want to clarify with you, and it's just about occupants of the vehicle. But you're currently in custody, so I got to read you your Miranda rights. I just want to clarify if your daughter was in the vehicle or not.
No.
I know you mentioned something about picking her up on Friday, so that's why I just want to clarify if anybody else was in the vehicle.
This is it. So it should be an NPC and let others do mistakes, no punishment. Yeah, exactly. You're a civilian, brother. You don't police people around you. If you want to be a fucking dumbass and every time somebody makes a mistake, you police them by ramming them off the road, I mean, brother, nobody's gonna go to jail except for you. So yeah, you can do that. I mean, you're not some fucking actor in a movie. You're not a hero. Like, yeah, we're all NPCs because the road is NPC. Point A to point B, certain fucking amounts of speed that you should be going at, and certain rules you have for driving. You all agree to NPC driving. That's the whole point of life. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Vehicle. So I'm just going to ask you that question, but I got to do this before I ask you that, since you're in custody. It says you have the right to remain silent. Realizing that you have these rights, are you willing to answer questions and make a statement? And it's just about what I just explained to you about the occupancy of the vehicle is all I'm asking about.
You hear about the occupancy?
Got it. You're a beta on the road. You see it on your IRL. Yeah, I'm a beta on the road.
If you could just sign and date.
Yeah, I'm a beta on the road. You know what I do? I stay alive. I drive safe, and I don't endanger or injure anybody else. I'm a constant on the road. Yeah, I'm a fucking bitch ass on the road. If I wanted to go fast, I go out of the track. Like, it's that fucking simple.
Time, then I'll sign on the bottom.
How is that a problem?
Is it a possibility to get a taxi once I get out of here?
10:26. Yeah, you get free phone calls here if you can figure that system out or the process there. Okay, so you dropped her off at school.
Yeah, I was already on the way home.
Okay, what number do you need me to reach out to?
Seth.
That you're giving me permission to go on your phone. No, that's...
All right, well then don't. I guess don't. I appreciate you saying that.
My guy missed hitting your guy. Is your guy injured?
I mean, if you had his number, I can...
I don't know the I'll call. I'll see if I can call a taxi when we get out of here.
Okay.
I guess, yep.
All right.
Based on Jason's existing charges, it appears he did not have his daughter in his vehicle at the time of the incident. Jason faced 2 felony counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety and 1 misdemeanor count of a hit and run. About 7 weeks after the incident, Jason signed a signature bond for $2,250 to ensure presence in court. He entered a plea of not guilty to all counts. 5 months later, Jason took a plea deal and got 1 charge of recklessly endangering safety dismissed. For his other endangering safety and hit-and-run charges, he was sentenced to a total of 5 years of probation, which would start with 90 days in jail full Huber, meaning he is permitted to leave jail for certain circumstances, like work. He has to complete 150 hours of community service within 2 years and must pay over $6,700 in restitution to the owner of the Volkswagen, who is in in the passenger seat during the crash. As for the other driver, they pled no contest to their no passing zone and operating on a suspended license charges, resulting in over $400 in fines. However, they seem to have continued to not pay their fines, as they racked up more operating on a suspended license charges. Interestingly, they pled no contest to a hit and run, specifically for property adjacent to a highway, almost exactly 1 year after the incident in this video.
Bro,
while
that's insane. They found two people with the same brain patterns, and they were on the road at the same time, and both understand that they're brain dead, and they're both trying to out brain dead each other, but they're the same person.
1 year after the incident in this video. While researching, we also found that the truck involved in the crash is currently up for sale on Facebook for just $15,000 if anyone's interested.
Jesus. By what? I didn't see it at the end. What happened at the end? Oh, hell no. I'm not buying this fucking dog shit. Fuck. Bro, is it double wheeled at the back? What is this piece of shit fucking gas guzzling dog shit fucking... Bro, what a piece of dog shit. I'm not buying this shit. Bro, if I'm buying fucking... I'm buying a Tacoma. I'm buying a Tacoma or a Raptor or a fucking... Or, I don't know. I'm not buying this shit though.
In the early morning...
You know how to learn how to drive. I know anything about trucks. You don't need to drive a truck to fucking know. When I was young, sometimes I would drive the truck. I'd drive the truck that we have. We had a truck. Okay. It's kind of like a boat. It's kind of like a boat. You don't really feel the bumps, whatever. You're kind of high up like that. You go, yeah. Yeah. I've driven a truck before. Also, okay. Also, if I'm trying to merge it onto the highway, okay. If I merge onto the highway, and I see behind it some fucking bumped ass, like fucking broken down with full of like indentations, like Corolla or some shit like that. You think I go, chat told me not to be a beta. I'm gonna challenge this guy, whatever. And bro, fuck no. Bro? When I see dumb fucks and want to cut me off, brother. Hey, you take my spot. Other guy in the back, take my spot. You guys can all take my spots. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Okay, I'm not gonna risk my car for your fucking beater piece of dog shit. I don't care. Take my spots.
Morning hours of June 28th.